My name's Tom, and I've come over from the proud independent state of Dundee this evening. So as we all know, it was Scotland's Yes City, don't we remember that? Yeah. Incidentally, it's also Europe's capital of teenage pregnancy! Pretty much, because we've got all these teenagers in Dundee going, should I have this baby? Yes! Fucking yes! Planned Parenthood is scaremongering. But anyway, no, that's not the main thing I'll come to talk about. No, it's all on my hand. No, I was doing, this year I was doing a Masters in Forensic Facial Identification at Dundee University, and I think we can all take a minute to appreciate how impressive that sounds. Are you impressed by that, madam? Sir? Are you impressed by that? So is your mum. But the thing was, I realised that it's not the fact that she was. It's not the fact that anyone actually knows what those words mean in conjunction. I mean, the word forensic is sexy, as is spatial. But the thing is, it's anything that's that long-winded. It's anything long-winded like that, right? Especially if it's preceded by the word master, right? So if someone said to me, like, hey man, what are you studying at uni again? I'd be like, I'm currently studying for my Masters in Hungry Hungry Hippos. You know, they probably don't look like stupid as well, so they still go like, oh yeah, no, I've heard Dundee's really good for Hungry Hungry Hippos. What are you doing your thesis in again? The blue one? But, the thing was as well, I was originally doing a course in forensic art, which is quite similarly, related. You're just doing things like police sketches, and it's all for like solving crime and stuff, but on my first day I went in and they realised I could spell forensic, so they put me into science instead. You're overqualified. But it's really, really interesting. Yeah, honestly, it was like probably one of the coolest years I've had. You did like such an interesting mix of like subjects. It was like some psychology, some anthropology, biology, did dissection, other things like that. But like you've got to find dead body. Can we identify it by the face? Whatever. But by far the most interesting aspect was doing the facial reconstructions, right? And you saw Richard III. They did Richard III. They found a body in a car park. A body? They found a skeleton in a car park. Easy. And yeah, it is a science. Everyone's got a very individual face, right? But you also have a very individual skull, because you can build on any skull a face. It's quite amazing. It is like a proper technique. So I had a chance of doing this myself, and what I discovered was that everyone from the past actually looks like a creepy waxwork model. He was slightly stoned. Pretty much. But that's not what my research was in. I did research as part of my thesis over the summer, and it was actually all about like how to. Sorry, I'm actually standing on it. It was all about. I can't think. It's a minute, right? No, it was all about like how to identify people from CCTV, right? So. Basically what I was doing is I was rigging a whole room of cameras, from the Crime Watch angle, like that, and getting them all to walk in, and then I was taking a laser scan of their face, right, using a handheld laser scanner, so this instrument about this big, and you scan someone's face, and then what you've got is a 3D object on the screen, which is pretty cool because you can manipulate it, you can like move it about in space, and it's not like a photo which is just a 2D thing. It's like you can move it, change the size of it, and my idea was if you could superimpose the scan onto the face and take different measurements, like measure the nose, measure everything, you could statistically prove who it is, right? Instead of just kind of looking at it and going, yeah, it's him. But the reason why I was doing this sort of research is because currently at the moment they've got a thing that they practice in the courts called morphological face mapping, right? Which again sounds pretty impressive, right? She wasn't available for comment. Yeah, it sounds pretty impressive, right? But it's fucking not. It's pretty much a guy that comes into court, or a girl, comes into court in a suit, wearing a big badge that says, I'm 5 today, but scored out and an expert, right? And they just look at the picture, they've got these two photos side by side, they go, well, if the court would look, they've got 2 eyes, a beard, it's probably him, 20 years, yeah, so it's complete crap. So I was like, right, we need to make a more objective way of doing this, trying to do that. So, so I managed to get 10 volunteers. The problem was getting it was tiny sort of sample size because you needed people who look quite similar. I was hoping to get 20. Unfortunately, most people don't sort of jump up to do 2 hours work for 2 Jaffa cakes. Send out a uni email. It was originally party rings, you know, the true heir to the biscuit throne. But I did that, and then one day I came into the lab, and there's a whole line of leather-clad men going, "You here for those 2 party rings?" There's a Catholic priest with a goose going, 2 hours? Didn't realise it was a whole sexual underworld, you know, word thing. So I had to change it. That's totally true, by the way, totally true. Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. You know, I did find that one of my measurement techniques did work, and it worked with 100% efficiency. Everything worked out well. Unfortunately, it's completely moot because, you know, I was using an HD camera in a well-lit room with people just sauntering past. In real life, what you've got is a blur attacking that blur, running away with that amount of blur. You know? And it's not CSI, where you can just zoom, enhance, 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 and you can see the mitochondria. And you can just go, yeah, that's Dave. Pretty much just like that. But, yeah, so basically, someone has now picked up where I've left off, so I'm quite happy about that, you know, it's not completely been wasted. But I think probably the best thing I got out of the whole thing was the fact that I am now the proud owner of my own penis scan. Like, gentlemen, if you had such power in your hands as the handheld laser scanner, would you not just immortalise the pillar and 2 stones? And ladies, if you had a penis, or if you have a penis, you would totally do the same thing. But I think the best thing was as well is I actually did confide in one of my course mates and said, look mate, I've scanned my penis, what should I do with it? And he was like, no, why don't you actually put it in your thesis? Like, right at the back after I had like 100 figures. And I thought, I had like 100, it's like, why don't you just put it in as like 101? You know, they're not even going to like read them. And I was like, wouldn't fit. It's not that it wouldn't fit because it's too big, but because I've also written a substantial amount of poetry. So don't laugh. To accompany it. So if you'd like to buy the poetry, it's at the back of the show after the end today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.